What is shaking, everybody? You know how we like to do it on Monday. Brent Jones, number 84 in your program, number 1 in your hearts, our favorite tight end around these parts, and Lou, of course. Yeah, I always forget about Lou. We're going to have to get like a little thing. We got Mr. T, we got Brent. We're going to get at the bottom there. We're going to get like a Lou thing because you're pretty much part of the show. Whether we want you to be or not, Lou is the mascot, like the official dog of the Mr. T show. I let everybody know this show is brought to you by Fieldwork, the official non-alcoholic craft beer of the San Jose Sharks. We had a really good win this weekend against the Hurricanes of Carolina. That was a really good road win, so we'll see if they can keep it going. But they, after the first week or so, they've playing some pretty good hockey. So I guess we are, God, I guess I went from hockey, jumped right into football. I was like, what happened there? I thought we were going to show the hockey playoff bracket.
It's a little early for the hockey playoff bracket.
That's one of my least favorite things, Brent, when people say that. You know what? The playoffs started today, and I always look at them and go, well, they fucking don't. So leave me alone. I don't care. I don't care about your playoff rankings right now. And you know what I really don't care about? And they do this in baseball. They do it in basketball. They do it in football, whether it be The Athletic or Sports Illustrated or whoever. They come out with their rankings, like weekly rankings. Like, you know, we don't need rankings. We got this cool thing called playoffs. And if you have a good enough record, you make the playoffs. And if you don't, you don't. And then we find out who the best team is. We don't care, or at least I don't. Apparently, a lot of people do. I don't care which baseball team went from 2 to 4 or 5, jumped up from 5 to 1. Like, it just, who cares? I'm guessing you don't care.
I do not care. It's all meaningless until it means something.
like Notre Dame found out.
Like Notre Dame. I was so mad.
Were you really?
Yeah, you know why? Because I just wanted Alabama out. And they sucked the last month of the season. They weren't good. Horrible. They're a bomb. And they were freaking they should have lost the Auburn game. They got smoked by Georgia. And it would have been so simple to pick Miami and Notre Dame and go, Alabama, sorry, 3 losses, you're out. You played like dog meat the last month. And I've continued to say this. The only people that would have been affected and said that's a controversy would be Alabama fans.
Yeah.
I'm not a Notre Dame fan. I'm a generalist, but I'm upset that the committee can be so clueless on something like that. And that was just wrong. It was wrong skipping. It was wrong barely beating Auburn and jumping Notre Dame and then getting smoked, getting beat down by Georgia, and you stay the same. And all these, you know what? Like some of the ESPN guys are starting to get to me. Like, you know, taking both sides of the coin. It's like, dude, you can't have it one way and then the other way as well. It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. Look, here's the thing, and I was trying to wrap my head around this because I think, like, resume, like, what matters more, good wins or bad losses? I guess that's what it comes down to. Notre Dame played 2 teams this year. They lost to both of them. They lost to A&M, lost to Miami. They beat USC, who was okay. I mean, it's a solid team, not a top team, I wouldn't say, but it's a solid team. Other than that, they literally beat, well, I don't want to say nobody. They beat the same teams that Miami ended up beating, which was, you know, Pittsburgh, NC State, stuff like that. They're okay, nothing special, but not resume builders, right? So
agreed.
Notre Dame
and my argument is, man, when you play those games, the first 2 of the season against top 5 teams or top 8 teams or what have you, and you lose by 2 points, you know, you still are getting guys healthy. You're still getting guys working together. And to put out 10 in a row, no matter who your schedule said you play, I just felt like their overall body of work beats a 3-loss Alabama. But, yeah, you can argue forever on those things.
No, you can, because you could look at Alabama and go, well, look, Alabama did beat Georgia. And I heard somebody say today, Yeah, but they just held on in that game. They got out to that big lead in the first half and just
Yeah.
barely. I'm like, well, that doesn't count. Like, what do you got to win wire to wire all the way through and be dominant all the? No, if you win, you win. They beat Vanderbilt. That was a good win. Tennessee was an okay win, and I think they had one more win that was like a decent win. But look, you lose, and here's what I'm curious about. So they lose to Florida State. That turned out to be an awful loss. Florida State stinks. I thought Florida State was going to be okay. Florida State
dog meat.
They're bad. They should have beaten Oklahoma. They outgained them 2-1, 400 to 200. Oklahoma shouldn't have even been in that game. Yet turnovers, and to your point, they just weren't playing very good. They lose that game at home. Now that one hurt them. And then here's where my question is, Brent. How much should you be dinged for making it to your conference championship game when not everyone's playing in a conference championship game? Like it almost works in your favor sometimes to not make the conference championship game and sit out. You sit out, look, I can't drop any further than where I am now. All I can do is go up if somebody else loses. Where would you say? Because to me, look, they should do away with all conference championship games, but they won't because it's a 3-hour window. They make massive amounts of money on the advertising. It's a big money grab now is what it is. But I have a hard time dinging somebody that played well enough during the regular season to get to a national or get to a conference championship game. And then all of a sudden say, now we're dinging you, which they did BYU, by the way. They dinged them. It was almost like they were waiting to ding BYU because of their resume, but they couldn't quite do it until Texas Tech beat them. And then Bama, they were like, nah, Bama's good. They already got the wins. It's just, I don't think we have any consistency, and I'm not sure we're ever going to get any consistency.
No, you're right. I agree. We should do away with conference championships. Once we got the playoffs, there was no reason to have that anymore, in my opinion. But I get it. It's a massive money grab for the schools and the conferences. And so they do that. I just want some consistency, right? Like, don't you want to know exactly, instead of being surprised, like, oh, they went down, a spot in the rankings. And I mean, Alabama's performance against Auburn was bad. And they hung on to win, and they jumped up a spot over Notre Dame, right? Was that it? Over Notre Dame?
Yep.
I've been staring at this thing forever, and I've been mad.
Yep.
So, and then you play in your conference championship. Okay, if you go and you play decently, you shouldn't get dinged.
Yeah.
But if you go and you suck, you absolutely should get dinged. And you can't ding BYU and not Alabama. So you got just be consistent. Or why even have the committee? And why even have the stupid rankings? Why even have it if none of it means anything? How come you can't create an algorithm in this day of AI that processes strength of schedule and you have some type of a process that people agree on and say, okay, this is what this looks like. And obviously there's an eyeball test, but I'm tired of the SEC getting over advantaged in their strength of schedule and in their playoff opportunities. It's just, at some point, it's just not right. Now, do I think James Madison and Tulane should be in? No, that's stupid too. Yeah, you know what? I get it. We're giving the little guys a shot, but let them have the NIT. Let them have the freaking NIT. And you guys can go bounce around and be happy and say, woo, why don't we have another playoff? Have the smaller school playoffs or the left out playoffs. But the big boys need to be with the big boys. And how great would it have been to have Notre Dame and BYU in, or Texas? I mean, my argument with Texas is you lost 3 games. Yeah, I mean, you could have won. You didn't. But if you're playing in a a Power Five and you have your
Yeah.
records and you have all this stuff, you shouldn't all of a sudden have all these changes in the rankings. It's weird to me, and it didn't feel
Yeah, I'm trying.
right. And what do you think about Notre Dame saying we're going to take our ball and go home?
I mean, look, as soon as I heard it, I got it. Like I got it because they're not even going to be They're not even going to be Notre Dame. They're going to have the helmets and the jerseys, but they're not going to have the same guys in those jerseys and helmets. So it's not Notre Dame. I mean, ideally, yes, it would have been a cool game. The Pop-Tart Bowl, as stupid as that is, to some, I love Pop-Tarts, by the way.
I do too. And I love the little Pop-Tart guy bouncing around the stadium.
Yeah, he's like, wee. What's your favorite flavor, Pop-Tart?
Brown sugar cinnamon.
Yes, bingo. I got 3 favorites. I get 3. If I go, I don't get Pop-Tarts very often. I get the chocolate fudge, brown sugar, cinnamon, and cherry.
Very good. I like them. Brown sugar cinnamon, it's an outlier. You got to have a refined palate to like it.
Yes, you do. It's the finer things in life. Brown sugar, cinnamon. I was going to get some this weekend, and I resisted because once I get them, I just mow through them. And I'm like, I don't need to mow through those things right now. And now I've got Christmas coming up because they were like 2 for $5. I was like, 2 for $5? That's calling my name. You kidding me? You're good. We're good. Come on. That's brown sugar cinnamon. Maybe I'll get some during the holidays. I'll grab some. But if it was going to be BYU versus Notre Dame, and they had all their players, sure, that would have been a fun game to watch because most of these bowl games now, you never know who's opting out, it's all about the playoffs now. And I know this is what the bowl system was afraid of. The playoffs would take over. Yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. We're not supposed to care. We're not supposed to care about the Blue Bonnet Bowl. Oh, what about the kids and the families and the experience? Like, who gives a crap? Like, no one cares. No one cares about the Blue Bonnet Bowl, okay? No one cared, and no one does. Not that it even exists anymore, but there's so many bowls that like people are like, yeah, whatever. But ESPN will say, well, look, the ratings are good because nothing else is on and everybody loves football. Okay, now I'm getting off track a little bit here because we're going with I think you're absolutely right. I thought having the little guys there would be great. I really did. I thought it'd be like the NCAA tournament. You had little guys beating the big guys, but it's easier for a little guy in basketball to beat a big guy.
For sure. It's just not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. I mean, every so often you'll get a team like one of those old Boise teams or something like that may stand a chance. Or look, if you get an outlier and one of those teams finishes in the top 10, find a way to get them in. Like they have that be part of the bylaws. Like if you finish in the top 10 and you're a group of 5, we'll get you in. We'll find a way. We'll get you in there. But this would be so much better if it was Oregon versus Notre Dame. And if it was Ole Miss versus Vanderbilt or Texas or BYU, throw BYU and Notre Dame in there. Throw BYU versus Ole Miss or Notre Dame versus Ole Miss, BYU versus Oregon, and you got a damn near perfect bracket is what you have.
I agree.
Look here, and I know Sarkisian was bitching about. The only reason they're not going is because they lost to Ohio State, and he's questioning whether it's prudent to actually schedule those games against the big-time opponents. It wasn't just that. I mean, you needed overtime to beat Mississippi State. You needed overtime to beat Kentucky. Like, they didn't look good. Arch Manning
did not look good.
75% of the season, Texas did not look like a top 12, top 14 team. So it wasn't just about going to Ohio State. Yes, you went to Ohio State. Yes, you outgained them 2-1. Yes, you got stopped to the goal line multiple times. Maybe play by play, you were the better team, but you end up losing that game. But you never looked like Texas. You never looked like the number 1 team preseason at all. Like at any point during the year, except for against maybe A&M. Maybe that was it. So I don't have any problem with Texas being left out, but I think you're absolutely right, Brent. I wanted to give the little guys the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to see a Cinderella story in college football. But look, where you have a George Mason or a VCU or somebody like that, a Butler that goes all the way to the Final Four, or I think VCU went first four to Final Four. Maybe once every blue moon you'll get an underdog like a JMU or a Tulane to win a first round game, and that's it. That's like as far as it's going to go. I know you don't follow spreads all that much, but Tulane 16.5-point underdog against Ole Miss. James Madison 20.5-point underdog against Oregon.
Come on.
20.5. If that was BYU and let's say it's Ole Miss, Notre Dame, that'd probably be close to a pick'em.
I would say that would be a pick'em.
And then BYU, Oregon, maybe Oregon's like 9, something like that, 8, 9. But I mean, it's not 20.5. That makes the tournament right there. Get rid of that. Find a way to get rid of the little guys, and I hate saying that. I really do, because I like the little guys. I like them in there, but let them do their own thing.
It'd be more fun for I kind of
more fun for them.
Guy? I kind of viewed Vanderbilt as a little guy this year.
Yeah,
I mean, I get it. They're in the SEC. They're the doormat of the SEC every year for a million years straight. But I would have loved to see them in the tournament. And that bummed me out. I knew it was going to be tight at the end, and the numbers weren't going to work in their advantage. But they had a hell of a year, and
they did.
It's an interesting team. Quarterback's a little crazy, but
Pavia,
you know what? I wanted them rewarded. Not with a Pop-Tart bowl, with a playoff spot.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, how about the ultimate little guy, Indiana? Indiana's been dog meat ever since we've been little kids. Indiana's dog meat. Can you name one? I'm going to ask you and see if we name the same guy. Name one former Indiana Hoosier that played in the NFL that was good. That like you remember being an Indiana Hoosier.
I can't remember any.
I got one.
I thought there was a running back like 25 years ago that was good.
I'm gonna give you a clue. He was a quarterback in college at Indiana, and then was a wide receiver in the NFL.
Man, I got nothing.
Antoine Randall L.
Oh, come on. That is awesome.
Yeah, he was an Indiana Hoosier.
I'm not
Indiana.
So great. So I had my buddy over who played at Indiana, and
really?
He is so excited. Had him over to watch the game. Just he and I sat and watched, and I mean, it's emotional for him. I mean, it's a serious.
Oh yeah.
Like he was calling out every bad call by the refs and stuff, and I loved it. And I actually told him, I don't know if I said it in your podcast. I said it on something I was on a couple weeks ago that I've watched every team, in my view, is the best all-around team is Indiana.
Yeah.
And I told him that, and he thought, oh, you're just saying that because I'm here. I'm like, no, I actually kind of believe that. Offense and defense. Now, that was kind of a defensive battle the other night against Ohio State, but I just loved Ohio State getting punched in the face. It just felt good.
So did I.
And I was so psyched for Indiana. And my buddy was like going crazy. And then he was like, yeah, but none of this means anything. And I'm like, you are correct, but you're going to get a good seed. And he did. They're going to get a good bracket.
Yeah.
Which I think that they did. So they should be good going into the semis is my guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they're going to have Alabama or Indiana is what they'll have. And again, that's the thing that the playoffs kind of take away. It's the same thing that college or the Major League Baseball wild card takes away, is like the pennant chases don't meet as much at the end. But still, I mean, and no one can argue that they would rather have these teams randomly play each other in bowl games and then have somebody at the end of the year pick a winner, or have two of them make the playoffs. Like it just this is the way to go. FCS has been doing it for years. I mean, this is what I mean, we could do what the Premier League does in over in England. Just don't have playoffs. Just like suck it. Here's the end of the year. We're done. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, everybody. We're out of here. Enjoy. Get ready for the Champions League. But yeah, we're done. We're not doing a playoff. So I mean, this is the way to go. It's better, especially now with all the opt-outs. Like I told people last year, Brent, because the games were blowouts, most of them in the first round. I was like, well, would you rather have that, or would you rather have these teams play in meaningless bowl games where 10, 15 guys aren't playing, some of their best players? At least they care about the playoffs. Well, everybody except Kiffin, of course, cared about the playoffs.
You see the kid from Ohio State opted out, Downs.
What?
He opted out.
I missed that. Caleb Downs opted out of the playoff game?
I believe that is true. Or I fell for a really bad tweet from somebody.
Wow.
But I saw it this morning and I was kind of mad. I'm like, yeah, that's today's day and age. Loves his team, loves his teammates. Got to prepare for his personal journey.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Maybe I'm breaking false news. Maybe I'm like Adam.
It says he's named the 2025 Lot Impact Trophy Award winner.
I saw that.
Okay.
Come on.
Kayla. No, I don't have anything. I have nothing.
I see it. I'm correct. Woohoo.
You are
correct.
Nice
to be right. It's nice to be right.
Wow.
Dude, that's a whole different dynamic. That's a whole different dynamic.
I mean, wouldn't you? Well, first off, if he has any NIL left, I'd ask for some NIL back.
Absolutely.
Depending on how they structured the NIL, because that's bullshit. And if I'm a team drafting him, I know the NFL teams don't care. And this is something that probably would work to my detriment. But if I was drafting, I would care about that. It's like, bro, what are you doing? I mean, you're a football player. You play football. You can do this and get ready for the draft. It feels like, I'm not saying he's a quitter. It feels like a quitter's mentality. Yeah, I'm with you guys, but now I'm going to take care of myself. I mean, he went full Kiffin.
100% what it is.
Full Kiffin on everybody. He just said, nah, I'm going to look out for number one, but you have a chance to win a national championship. So what are you doing? Why'd you even play this year? Why'd you sit out this year and then enter the draft? Because they still would have drafted you. You're still a really good player, but you played the whole year and you're just like, nah, I'm done. We got a chance to win a national championship. I'm done. Wow.
It is a wow. It's a wow. And I think we're going to see probably 3 or 4 of those at least. And maybe as the playoffs go, hey, I've won a couple playoff games. I'm checking out. I'm going to focus on myself now. It just kind of sucks for fans.
It does. He's one of their best players. He's probably going to be a top 10, top 15 pick.
I'd say so.
Wow. Holy smokes. That's shocking. The Kiffin thing didn't surprise me because that's just, I mean, it's part schedule, it's part Kiffin. I mean, Kiffin's kind of a greasy character anyway. So, it didn't surprise me that he would do something like that. And it's funny too. There was respected people, Brent, that said, because this isn't an everyday occurrence for Ole Miss, that they should let him coach the team. And I was like, are you guys out of your fucking minds? What are you talking about?
Formerly respected people.
Yeah, he doesn't work for them anymore. He's the head coach of LSU, and you're gonna he's gonna coach. I mean, forget about all the recruiting that's probably going on. It might still be going on, but it's like, what? Why are you gonna let the head coach of a hated rival coach your team during the playoffs? I couldn't believe when people said that, like, oh, because it doesn't happen every day to Ole Miss. You should give them the best chance to. I'm like, hey, you guys are you lost your cookies. Like, there's
I
no
lost
chance
your cookies.
I'm letting this guy coach my team. Like, beat it,
Probably
Kiffin.
it's probably the same guy saying Alabama should be in and shouldn't move down the slot after getting, some of those voices sounded familiar.
Yeah,
Like,
I love when Kiffin said the AD told him he couldn't coach the team. I think it was the AD. Maybe it was the president. I'm not sure. And he said, look, I talked to the team and, I wanted to coach and they wanted me to coach. And then the Ole Miss players came out and go, nah, I don't remember it that way.
We didn't say that.
We didn't say that. Oh, man, that was so good. And the funny thing is like LSU doesn't realize this now, but this is going to happen to them as well. Like, I don't know if he's going to go to the NFL or somewhere else, but LSU, you're next. It's happened. I mean, everywhere he's left, there has just been massive tire fires, whether it's USC, the Raiders, Tennessee, now Ole Miss, even Alabama, when Saban said, bro, get out of here. Just go coach Florida Atlantic. You obviously can't do two things at once, so please get out of here. I mean, it's going to happen. Like, for those who think he's going to stay there, he ain't staying. This isn't like Lane Kiffin's last stop by any means. Just not going to happen.
Nope. No way.
So you're going to be pulling for Indiana, I think. I'm going to pull for Indiana. I mean, why not?
How can you not?
What a great story. What a great story.
What a great coaching job. I mean, Signetti's, that's legit. And last year, a little fluky, but you could tell that they had really turned it around in terms of, the type of player that they're recruiting, the type of guys that they had out on the field, and the structure, the discipline around the program. In fact, that's why I really thought that they would be better than Ohio State. And let's face it, the game was pretty close. But Ohio State hadn't really been tested this year, I didn't think.
Google him. I love that. How great is that?
Line.
It's such a great line. Google me. That's what I do. Oh my God! All right, let's get to the NFL. We'll do the college stuff too as the playoffs get closer. But
perfect.
Anything jump out at you this weekend?
Are the Chiefs done? Is it all she wrote for the Chiefs?
I think it's all she wrote this year, but I don't think it's all she wrote. I got too much respect for that organization. Andy Reid, Mahomes, that offensive line was brutal. I mean, Andy Reid had a game plan around that whole mismatched line, trying to get the ball out quick. And I mean, but I will say this, Andy Reid going for it on fourth down at his own 31. I was like, have you lost your marbles? Like, it's a 10-10 game and they haven't moved the ball. What did they got 5 yards in the second half up until that point? I'm like, Andy, what are you doing?
That was danger, Will Robinson. Holy cow.
That was wild. But every time they needed something, Brent, they just miss it. They drop it. Rice drops the ball. Kelsey drops the ball. All the stuff they used to get, the calls, they're just not getting them this year. They're not getting them.
It's not the same.
It isn't. They're not making the plays. They're just everything's catching up to them this year for whatever reason. So I'm not writing the Chiefs off, but yeah, it's not their year.
All right. Speaking of writing teams off,
okay,
are the Colts done for? I think
yes. Colts are toast.
In fact, that just turned into another W on my Niners schedule.
I know. How about that?
Hey,
that worked out. That worked out
guys
okay.
To get hurt. But if it's going to happen, at least let it happen right before you play the team.
Well said. Well said.
Thank you.
That definitely, having a Riley Leonard led Colts.
Oh
team,
my gosh.
Definitely a little easier to handle. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
What do you think? Look, and I know people were like, "Oh, who would have guessed this was going to happen?" He had a fractured leg, and I'm sure his other leg's compensating, so he blows out his ACL. And I always tell people this. I go, look, this isn't the old days where the coach says, get in there. Can you play? Get in there. Like everyone has to sign off on this. Player has to sign off. Coach has to sign off. Doctors have to sign off. Maybe even sometimes the players' doctors sign off on this. Like everybody's good with this. When KD blew out his Achilles against the Raptors in the finals, everybody's like, "Oh, the Warriors shouldn't have had him come back so early." I'm like, you think KD was coming back without his consent? Like he didn't.
Yeah.
KD didn't get pushed into it. Okay, this is the player empowerment era. Okay, you don't just tell players to get in the game or you're going to get cut. That doesn't happen anymore. Like
Does
players,
not happen.
Does not happen. Like you're going to have to get their okay to do stuff whether you like it or not. So he wanted to go in there. He wanted to play. He gets hurt, and they were kind of fading a little bit, but yeah, season it sucks too because it was a fun story.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, that's a tough way to go, but yeah.
Toast.
So I'm just trying to think what were the highlights of the weekend, the interesting things.
How about the greatest bad beat? Maybe in the history.
It's so bad.
Bad
I wasn't
beats.
even watching it. I like that has to be investigated.
That was the worst beat.
Man,
I mean, look, I've seen bad beats.
If I had money on that game, I would have been going crazy.
Oh, my buddy I probably only had like $5. He doesn't bet a lot, but he likes to bet to give the games a little more interest. And he lives in Denver, so he took the Broncos. And he texted me, goes, "There's got to be an investigation."
Got to be an investigation.
I go, "What are you talking about?" Because I was watching the Packers game. And he goes, "You didn't see the end of the Raider game?" And I go, "No, not yet." He goes, "Oh man," he goes, "You got to go see it." So I went and watched it. Unbelievable.
I agree.
The events that happened in that sequence where the Raiders complete a 20-yarder, and then I forgot who it was from the Broncos, kind of holds him down, and they actually called a delay game. I can't believe the officials called the delay game, which stopped the clock, and then the Raiders said, "Let's get the field goal." And it was 10. The line was 7.5, between 7.5 and 8.5. Oh, and the total was 40. So the score of the game at the time is 24-14. It's going to go under. Broncos are going to cover.
No way. I did not know about the over.
Yep. After they kicked the field goal, it went over, and the Raiders covered. Now, I can only laugh at it because I had no skin in the game. And if I would have had the Raiders. I wouldn't have taken the Broncos. So that would have been the luckiest win. But whoever got that. But that has to be the worst beat in the history.
Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
They have to complete a 20-yard pass. Who was that? Pickett? Who was that? Was that the quarterback? I don't know who that was. I thought they said Pickett. I wasn't paying attention.
I don't even know anymore.
Who cares? Yep. Who cares? Doesn't matter. 20-yard completion. And then they never called the delay game. They just never called the delay game. They're just like, look, let the clock run out. It's over. There's like 5 seconds left. There's no way. Now, okay, it was Pickett. So they could have gone for the Hail Mary touchdown. It didn't matter at that point, right?
Didn't matter.
You throw the ball in the end zone, game's gonna be over. Kick the ball, game's gonna be over. It's just the play is gonna take 5 seconds. So Pete Carroll decided, we're in Vegas. Let's get the cover for all our fans.
I mean, seriously, that's never been done before.
Oh ever. My God.
It is brutal, but funny.
Oh, it's hilarious. I can only think of the poor bastards in the casino that have the Broncos.
Can you imagine just lining up for the field goal? Like, what the hell are they doing?
What are they doing? Why is the clock stopping? What happened? What's going on? Oh my God. Because I'm sure that was probably a corner TV or a side TV game. The Bears game.
Yeah, I was watching the Packers game too.
Yeah, so that game probably didn't even have sound. They're probably just watching it going, okay, we need to look, okay, we're good. We're good. Why does the clock stop? What happened? Why does the clock stop?
Yeah.
The official come up here and do the delay game. They probably don't even know the delay game, like that's not called. Like people are like, what is that signal? I don't even recognize
and certainly not in a what. And it certainly is not in a 10-point game.
No.
Like if it was a 3-point game, you might call it.
So good. So good. And then he banged it.
You think the ref was in on the take?
I don't know who was in on it. That's the only reason I believe that it was on the up and up. There would have been so many people that had to be involved in that it would have been almost impossible to pull that one off.
True.
Almost impossible to pull that one off. But when I saw it, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, that's literally the worst beat. And I've been a part of some horrible ones. I've been a part of some lucky ones, but I've never seen anything like that before. Like all those things had to happen. Like, and then they did. And then he made the field goal. Could have missed the field goal. Then he made the field goal. It's like bang.
Do you high five each other after you make it for a loss?
I thought I saw Carol running over like this, running over to Peyton and say, I got you. So yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think the Chiefs are toast. It's just not their year. The defense is still really good. I mean, it hurt. McDuffie got hurt yesterday, but so what do we think? What do we think of the Texans? Because the Texans defense is dominant. They got a really good defense. We said that last week. Yeah. Man, I'm still not quite sure Stroud, but he seems to be getting like a little better. I like Marks, the running back from SC. Obviously, Nico Collins is a stud, and they got a few receivers that are pretty good. So, what do we think of them in the AFC?
Better. They've been getting better. And when we played them, it was just like all they had was a defense, and it was like, how did we lose to the Texans? And now you're saying like, okay, this year more than any year, there's an outlier that can win it, and that could certainly be one of the teams right there. Play strong defense, and your offense is just chugging along good enough to, score you some points and get you a win. So you gotta. I like their coach too, since he was a former Niner coach.
There you go,
D'Amico.
I gotta say, here's the bracket right here, and that is AFC, NFC.
Is this if the playoffs started today?
Exactly. If the playoffs started today. But these are the teams that are in it right now. They could change, but
man,
I mean, let's start with the left side of the bracket and just kind of, and there's a couple other things I wanted to go over from the weekend, but I think Seattle's really good.
Agreed.
I think Sam Darnold is just, he's a bona fide quarterback. Now, Jackson Smith and Jigba may be the best wide receiver in the game. If not, he's right there. That guy is a stud.
Certainly this year. Yep.
Yeah. I love the running back combo, Charbonnet and Walker, solid. And their defense, super athletic, fly around, and I like McDonald as a coach too. I like them. I think they may be, I don't know how you feel, they may be the second, maybe Green Bay, but they're one of the handful of teams that if I looked at, if I was going to say I think they got a chance to win a Super Bowl, they're definitely one of them.
I will tell you what I told a big business group of people 4 weeks ago. They were all talking about football, and I said, right now, I would take my own money and bet on two teams, the Rams and Seattle, to win the Super Bowl. I know they're both coming from the NFC. I said, those are the two best teams in the NFL. And I still stand by that right now.
Yeah.
And of course, it kills me to say that being a Niner, but we've just had too many injuries. Doesn't mean we can't win, but it's not a favored spot to be in right now. And you kind of look at those other teams, they're kind of Jekyll and Hyde. Like last night, you got good Green Bay. It could have been bad Green Bay, and you didn't get as good Chicago. Philly hasn't been playing well. They remind me of Alabama the last month. Tampa is kind of up and down. So on the NFC side, man, the Rams and the Niners are playing pretty good. Seattle, I don't know if anybody else. I don't feel strongly about Green Bay. What do you think?
I like Love. I think he's been good this year. Still not. I don't know. I'm still not in love with Love. But I do love Josh Jacobs. I think ever since Christian Watson came back, I mean, the wide receiver core seems complete. Like they are super deep at
Yeah.
wide receiver. Losing Kraft really, really hurts. I mean, he was kind of like the safety blanket. So Musgrave's good. I don't. He's not the pass catcher. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think Musgrave got drafted a round ahead of Kraft. And Kraft ended up being the better tight
right.
end. But Musgrave's good. I mean, it's not like they don't have anybody.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll tell you what, though, the Bears impressed me yesterday. The Bears can run the ball. Caleb Williams is still a little, I think he can make some throws. He got hot in the second half yesterday. Now, I didn't have
he can make some throws.
Yeah. DJ Moore is solid. And, I like Kmet and Loveland at the tight end position. So, and their defense is good. I thought their defense was really good yesterday against the run. Against
their
the
defense
pass
is good.
Yeah, struggled a little bit, and I like Ben Johnson a lot too. So I think Chicago is for real as far as like winning it all. They're probably a year or two early, but they're still pretty good. And I agree with you on Philly. They're just something. Look, if you got to bring in a big, stupid, inflatable rabbit into your clubhouse or into your locker room for vibes, did you see that thing?
No.
No,
somebody else.
See if we got a picture of that, Daniel or Max. I mean,
what
it's
the
like
heck?
It's like a big inflatable rabbit. They call it like bunny vibes or good vibe rabbit or good whatever the hell it is. They had Saquon Barkley about it. He's like, you can tell he's like,
Yeah.
I'm not really super down with this thing.
Is that Sirianni's deal?
I don't know. They didn't say when I was watching. They didn't say whose deal it was, like who decided to put that thing in there. But if we could get a picture, we'll get the picture up there. It's like, if this is true, if this is legit, there it is. The Eagles install Positivity Rabbit into locker room. Like,
no way. Is that real? That's not real.
I don't know. It looks real. The bunny looks real.
That might be the worst component or whatever you would call it to an NFL, to any professional sports league's locker room. That's that.
The Positivity bunny.
If that's a Sirianni deal, it would not surprise me. Like, I think he's a little out there.
That could be a fireable offense.
That could be a fireable offense.
Bunch of grown men. There you go.
I want to see Big Dom wrestling the rabbit for all the stakes.
There it is. So the Eagles have installed the Positivity Rabbit into the locker room. It showed up today, and the offensive line stressed to me that they are not sad. They just wanted a good vibes bunny.
Wow.
Like what is that? Like, I mean, we got good vibes bunny. Happy Easter. We haven't even Christmas. What happened to Christmas? We don't. Yes. They said Rockin said the Eagles need a mini moo. Yeah, let's get a mini.
He's right.
That's
exactly what I need.
Let's get a mini moo in the
Jones
locker room.
Doesn't need one, but the Eagles absolutely do.
Oh, the smell in the locker room is going to take a hit, though.
It's going to take a hit.
It's going to take a hit. We better get some hay in there. That mini moo to mini shit on, because it's like when I saw that, Brent, I was like, come on. I had the same reaction you did. I'm like, that's an NFL locker room. I can have an inflatable rabbit.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. Seriously. So, well, you should have seen when they interviewed Saquon. He was like, yeah. You could tell he wasn't like super down with it. Like, what are we doing? Oh my God. Yes, I do remember when the Raiders buried a football. That was God, who was that guy? You remember him, Brent? The head coach that buried the football, the guy with the glasses, like the wraparound sunglasses. Who was that guy?
I mean, they have a better chance now. They need to bury their players.
Well, they're in the city. They're in the city to do it.
There you go. There you go.
I'm sure there's a bunch of holes not that far out of the city.
Who was that coach?
On the, oh my God. Yeah. Who was that coach that buried the football? Golly.
So memorable.
I can't remember. He was like someone got fired.
Yeah. Was he after Lane Kiffin? No.
Man.
No, what the old line coach got fired, and I think he came in.
Oh, Cable?
Yeah.
Remember when Cable said at the end of the year, "Oh, yeah, there it is, Tony Sperano."
That's
the Speranos burying a football. Oh,
there you go.
Much like his television cohort burying stuff. I remember when Tom Cable, I think they won a game. I forget who they beat at the end of the year. And I remember him saying, "We're not losers anymore," because they were 8-8. And I think Al Davis said 8-8. That's a definition of a loser. I think he fired him like a week later. How dare you say that?
How dare you?
We're good. How dare you say that? You're fired. That's right, Sperano. If I remember that, it might still be out there. I should go. That would be a good show. Remember the old Leonard Nimoy In Search Of?
Yeah.
If I got like a crew and went over to the Raiders practice facility, I'd probably have to hop a fence because it's still there. Nobody's moved in yet. And I'm pretty sure they buried it over there. I could go over there with a shovel. Yes. You know what it'd be like? It'd be like Al Capone's vault.
There you go. Geraldo.
I'd be Geraldo.
Bring it on.
I'd be looking for a football.
I was so stupid. I was sitting there watching Geraldo like, holy cow, there's going to be some great stuff in here. Oh, dang it.
You remember what was in there?
No, nothing of any importance.
Remember a Coke can? There was a Coke can in there.
I don't remember. I was so upset.
I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing, Geraldo? You duped us. You absolutely duped us. But yeah, Jerry. So I'm not Philly to me this year is no. I'm just not.
Yeah, I agree.
Something weird going on there. And if you got to bring in a stupid rabbit, or if you got to start talking about vibes, 3/4 of the way through the season, then you're fighting something that's not on the football field.
100%.
Yep.
I'm still trying to figure out if that's really true. We're back on the football. Maybe we're getting clues as to where it's buried.
He took a shovel. There you go. I remember that. I remember when he dug the hole, near the practice fields. I wonder if I could find it over there. I wonder if that football is still there. I can't imagine it wouldn't be. I wonder if I could get. I wonder what it would take to get like an okay to go over there and try to dig up a. That's a few years ago. I'm sure either it got uncovered, or there's so much dirt that's been on top of it by now. It might be almost. I'd have to go out there with one of those little like metal detectors with like the leather, like the old man on the beach.
You'd be great.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. I'll get like a sonar thing. I could like try to see like images down there, like heat. Where's that football? That would be amazing if I could find that. That would be like something worth saving. The football that's Tony Sperano buried.
Tony Sperano. Hey, the other side of that bracket in the AFC, you look.
Let's go to that bracket again.
Like Denver's number one. Is Denver the best team in the AFC?
Are they above New England? I guess maybe they are. Maybe
I think they
have like the tiebreaker because they both have 2 losses right now. Yeah, there you go, Denver. Yeah, I mean this is wild because you just like look at it and go, okay, where's Kansas City?
Yeah.
Where's Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Where's Baltimore? like the three of the 4 best quarterbacks in the conference are nowhere to be found. Now Drake May's coming. I think Drake may be one of those guys shortly, but Stroud isn't. Lawrence, hell no. Herbert's kind of like flirting, like maybe just behind that pack.
Yep.
Allen's the one, right?
Yeah.
Allen's the one. Rodgers is old as dirt, and Bo Nix is okay. Yeah, but I'm just he's okay. He's nothing special about Bo Nix. He's just okay.
Yep.
So
I agree.
Yeah. That's just.
I mean, that's kind of wild. Hey, we got to go back. You know what I was thinking? We got to go back to like our week one, and I have no idea who I said would be in the playoffs, and see how I did.
Oh yeah, we should. See how we did. Probably not good.
Yeah,
probably not good because I'm sure I had Kansas City. I'm sure I had Baltimore.
Me too.
I might have had Cincinnati.
Yeah. I know I didn't have Chicago.
I didn't have Chicago. I didn't have Seattle.
Yeah, I didn't have New England or Seattle or probably Jacksonville.
I had Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, I was all over you about Atlanta, and rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
Yeah,
rightfully
baby.
So. That was
rightfully so. Like what?
That was a horrible pick.
Okay, I know that was
a horrible pick.
Probably searching. Come on,
give me. Yeah, they got to search. Yeah, they got to give us. You know what they got to find? They got to find our. They got to find our best pick and our worst pick. Atlanta's definitely my worst pick. I should know better than to take Atlanta. Like the Falcons are the Falcons until they prove they're not the Falcons.
You fell for it.
I did. I fell for the okey doke.
Fell for the okey doke.
Fell for the okey doke. So who's got, when you go through, okay, let's AFC side. Who's got the best coach? We got McDermott, Tomlin, Peyton, Harbaugh, Cohn, Ryans, and Vrabel. Like what
those are some good coaches.
There are some good coaches. I mean, if I was rating the coaches, Denver might still be the number one seed. I could very easily put Sean Payton number one.
Sean Payton with some momentum is dangerous for sure.
Yep. Yeah. But I do like those coaches. Those are good coaches. But yeah, I don't anybody. Well, no, I shouldn't say anybody. Let me just say this. Like Pittsburgh, no way. I refuse to believe Pittsburgh. I'm still sorry, Daniel. I'm still not a believer in Jacksonville. But other than those two teams, I think everyone's got a legit shot at it. I mean, the Chargers, but Denver, Houston, New England, Buffalo, that was an amazing game yesterday. The Bills and the Bengals. Yeah. It's like our screen. It's like our backdrop here. It's just snow. And not only was it snow, but not too much to where it got sloppy. They played quarterback at a super high level. And then go figure. It was the defense, Buffalo's defense defensive line that picked Burrow off twice in the fourth quarter that turned the tide in that game. But that was a really, really fun game.
So I got some friends here from Buffalo. They're just obsessed with the Bills, and they go to 4 or 5 games a year. And the other night they said, "Hey, you need to step up and come to Buffalo with us on December 28th, Eagles, Bills." And Dan was like, "We're in."
What?
And I'm like, "What? We're in?" And they're like, "Yeah, it'll be snowing, tailgate, jumping on tables." So I'm going for the experience.
Nice. Yeah. Bergie wanted to do that too. He's like, "Oh, we got to go to a Buffalo game in December or early January." I'm like, "We do? Why?" I go, "Why? Have you seen my wardrobe? I think I have 2 pair of pants." He goes, "No, we got to go see the snow." Well, I go, the problem is if it's snowing, that's one thing. I'm down for that experience. If I go and it's like a game, but it's 8 degrees and there's no snow, I'm not down for that. I went to when Weston was going to Nevada, we went up there, went to a football game early December. It was 9 degrees. We stayed for a half. I'm like,
Oof.
we're out of here. We're done.
Yes.
I just can't. I can't do it. It's like bone chilling. I have no idea how those people do it. So yeah, I mean, it sounds good, Brent. I'm not sure. Like if I'm gonna do the whole snow thing, I want to go to the frozen tundra. Give me the Lambo for the frozen tundra. Now that would be fun.
I agree. And I've said that before to Dana. Like, there's a few things that we need to do. Go to a Packers game in December.
Yep.
Go to Ohio State, Michigan when they're both good.
Yep.
You know, a few of those. But this is kind of another side little bucket deal. Maybe jump on a table, hurt my back, but get a good video.
There you go, Bill. You could be an honorary member of the Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
Oh, and you could get one of those dildos while you're there too.
Come on.
I know you love that. I remember when we talked about that on the show. You're like, "Oh, lovely." That's a Bills tradition. That's where they were throwing those things on the field. The Buffalo Bills Mafia getting after it.
Man, they're wild. Well, I'm sure I'll see it all when we go.
Yeah. Yeah, you tell me. Report back. Tell me how that.
We'll have video.
Tell me how that one goes for you. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. I got the LSU game checked off. That was a good bucket list checked off. I wouldn't mind getting Georgia between the hedges, but I'm with you. Ohio State, Michigan. I've been to the Big House. We went and saw Texas at Michigan a couple of years ago when they beat the mess out of them.
Yeah, man.
But Fenway, I got to go to Fenway.
Done that. It's awesome.
Have you? Is it?
Wrigley. Yeah. I had to do all the baseball.
You know, I did Wrigley. Wrigley is incredible.
It is awesome. I got to old Yankee Stadium, and I've done new Yankee Stadium. So that was good. Had that going for me.
Yeah, I got the old Yankee Stadium. I haven't been to new Yankee Stadium. Have you been to Angel Stadium?
I have not.
Oh, historic. You got to go there.
I played on that field.
Did you really?
Back in the old days.
What, like state championship? Oh, no, those the Rams played there.
The Rams.
That's right. The Rams play. I forgot about that. They played at the Big A.
The Big A.
The Big A.
Pretty crazy.
What's your most memorable snow game?
Shoot. It was probably it maybe only snowed a little bit. It was that Chicago playoff game.
Okay.
It was brutal. Like, you could barely think. But how about my most memorable snow game was the game I wanted it to snow, and it was 33 degrees, wind blowing and freezing in Green Bay, and sleeting and raining, and I was soaking wet. In my hand, I went to get in my stance in the fourth quarter, and my fingers collapsed, and I hit the ground. I hit the ground with my face mask. I'm like, man down. I was like, this is the worst. Can you imagine, like, all your thunk, like my face is in the mud. I was like, what the hell happened?
Man down.
It was brutal.
Did you get called for a false start?
No, I think the ref, they felt bad. I was just getting into my stance.
And you just went straight down.
Like, I probably was getting frostbite, but I didn't wear gloves. I didn't. They were talking about somebody not wearing gloves yesterday on Red Zone or in one of the games. Like, oh, he never wore gloves. Like, I never wore gloves my whole career. And so, yeah, that was not good. I probably should have had gloves, although it wouldn't help. It was brutal.
Did you win the game?
No, we lost.
No, did you?
It was the Steve Young broken ribs game. Like, here, let me take a shot and warm up. Nope, they're still broken.
Still broken. Not going to work. Not going to work.
That did not work.
Was that an Elvis Gerbag game?
Yes, it was.
Kind of guy was Gerbag?
Elvis was good. He was solid guy, decent dude. Every quarterback has a little air about him. So he certainly had that, but he threw the ball well. He just wasn't as mobile.
I know when he had a couple good games off the bench, everybody's like, "Oh, he should be replacing Steve Young." I'm like, "You guys high?
People are crazy.
People love the backup quarterback.
I'm telling you, they do.
They love the backup quarterback. Not so much the backup tight end, but the backup quarterback.
Not as much.
The backup quarterback. Was that Chicago game? Was that the one in the fog?
No, that was the. I think that might have been the week before. That was the Eagles.
Eagles. That's right. You couldn't see anything.
We had a game we played. It was like 28 below wind chill. Like it was brutal in Chicago. 88 NFC Championship game.
Oh,
miserable.
28 below
with the wind chill.
Oh, Jesus.
It was
brutal.
It was brutal.
So now today they got the big parkas, they got the heaters on the sidelines. I mean, they got the gear they wear that wicks. I love when they say it wicks the moisture away. You guys didn't have any of that. You guys were in straight cotton. When it got wet, it was just wet and stayed wet.
It was
wet
brutal.
You pick it off.
So cold.
What did they have for you in the sidelines? Did they have like heaters?
They had heaters,
anything?
but you could you could get by the heat for a little bit, but then all of a sudden you have to run out for special teams or whatever. And it's like all you could do was think, man, I hope I hope they have a 10-minute drive so I can stay right here.
10-minute drive and then turn it over at the very end.
And then not score.
Then we're like good to go. Now, when you guys at the end of the game, please tell me you guys didn't run out of hot water in the showers in the the locker room.
We did not. At least not that I'm aware of. That would have been
lucky. Boston Garden usually after about 10 minutes, it's cold water after that. It's like, bro, are you kidding me? We got cold water, and there was 2 shower heads. 2. It's like, I go, what are we doing? This is like the iconic garden, right? Can we have get in here and retrofit this thing for some more showers? Are you kidding me?
No, some of those old stadiums, bad.
Who had the worst locker room? Visiting locker room.
Oh, you know what? Who was that? Cleveland Browns, Municipal Stadium. It probably was half the size, maybe a third the size of a regular locker room. So you were jammed in there, like you could barely move. And it was old and nasty.
Bet it smelled good after a game.
It wasn't even close. Yeah, it was the worst. Just like their team.
You love dinging the Browns.
I love dinging the Browns because they're horrible forever. Like try something new. Be decent.
What is it about the Browns you just hate?
I don't know. Just the fact that they continue to be bad. Well, they've been around now for what, 26 or 27 years? Because the original Browns went to Baltimore, but they haven't even sniffed being good. They might have made the playoffs a couple times, but been a long route.
All right. What do we got? Anything else? Let me ask you
bye week.
Let me ask you this: was Lively's catch against the Steelers a catch, or did they get it right? In the end zone where he got 2 steps and didn't get the 3rd step down, looked like a catch to me.
Yeah, I thought it was a catch. These guys sometimes even on the replay, New York gets the call wrong. It's like I don't know. There was one other this weekend that I thought was wrong, and I can't remember about it. It had to do with the catch, whether the ball hit the ground or not, or the guy had control. And it's just not that tough. That football move thing gets everybody jacked up. Well, how about 2 feet in possession like the good old days?
The good old days. Just keep it simple.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was about it. I mean, most of these games were we kind of talked about the Texans Chiefs a little bit. I mean, the Rams blew the Cardinals out. Wouldn't surprise me if Gannon's not there next year. Although I still think he's actually
Or next
a pretty decent
week.
coach. Yeah, or next week. I think he's actually a pretty decent coach. But anyway, got to win. Bears, Packers. I think we went over. Broncos, Raiders. Oh, just the ending, but that was all you needed.
That's all.
That was all you needed. Bengals, Bills. Yeah, like snow games are the best. They're the absolute best. Very rarely do you see the defensive line pick off back-to-back plays, but that's exactly what the Bills did. It was like so Bengals, right? Like, how are we going to lose this game? I don't know. Let's throw 2 picks to the defensive lineman.
There we
See
go.
how that goes for us. Yeah, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. Dolphins, Jets. Who cares?
Yeah.
Buccaneers have hit a bad patch.
Yeah.
7-6 now,
and
so
a bad 7-6.
Bad 7-6. I mean, I of course, just about the time we come on here, we're like, God, I love Baker Mayfield. What the boy? He's been really, dude, 14 for 30 for 122 yards yesterday. Like against the Saints? Like really? Like what happened to Baker? What happened to Baker?
I don't know.
Here's what Baker's done the last 4 games against Buffalo, the Rams, Arizona, and New Orleans. I'll start with Buffalo. 16 for 28 for 173, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Rams, 9 for 19 for 41 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Arizona, 18 for 28, 194, 1 touchdown, no picks. Yesterday, 14 for 30 for 122 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Like, what, like, literally, what happened? Like, what happened? The games before that are like 278, 256, 379, 289. Like, I just 12
the
touchdowns.
The trend line is not looking good.
What happened? Like, he just, like, lost it. Like, the Monstars came, took his mojo away. It's like absolutely absurd. So, anyway. All right, so the Niners have they got Tennessee, Titans, and the Colts coming up. So again, they're 12.5-point favorites this week. This one should be like, unless something really goofy happens, injury, stuff like this should be like 10 wins. Boom, you're good. You got 10 wins, you're good to go. The last 3 games I thought were going to be kind of tricky. But now that the Colts have lost Daniel Jones, that's the only one they get on the road. Yeah. So they get the Colts on the road, and then hell, if you can get that one and then just split, you might find yourself a 12-win team. I mean, it's not far-fetched to think they could be 12.
It is not far-fetched, and that
12
would
and 5.
Be spectacular. Yep.
Absolutely spectacular. And
a little momentum going into the playoffs.
And look, if you can get that Seattle win and stay even with them, like Seattle's got a massive game this week, don't they? Don't they have the Rams this week?
Oh, yeah. I knew that they were going to play again. I didn't know it was this week, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one. That one.
Because they got worked a lot. They got worked a couple weeks ago. The Rams.
Yeah, Colts then Rams. So they get the Colts too. They'll smoke the Colts at home. Then they get the Rams, and then at Carolina, which could be tricky. I mean, Carolina.
That's not a layup.
No, it's not. And then the Niners at the end. So they got 2 road games to finish their season. So like, there's a lot still to be decided. Yeah. And this is the one year, maybe more so than any year, Brent, where usually by this time, like, okay, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, top 2 seeds in the NFC, probably no one else is going to win the Super Bowl other than those 2 teams. Like, those 2 teams are it.
Feels like that.
I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know where it is this year. It could be the top 8 teams, maybe like 4 in each division, like each conference. It just, I look at it and I go, well, the 1 seed isn't like, I think the Rams and Seattle have separated themselves a little bit, but they can be beat. They absolutely can be beat. And then what do we make of New England? Really good team, but I'd really trust Drake May in the playoffs. It's his first time, so I could see them. Bo Nix. The expectations now with them. So it's going to be fun because it'll be kind of I think it's going to be a wild playoffs this year.
I agree. I think this is the year, if you're a betting man, to take some longer odds, put some money down, and say, hey, anybody can win it this year. Take a 10 or a 12-1. And I don't know what it looks like right now. My guess is Seattle's probably a 7 or 8-1. Rams are probably 5 or 6.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say probably the Rams and the top 5. Before you go, let me I might have those numbers for you, Brent. I mean,
I'd be curious. Just kind of wonder where the best bang for your buck is.
I still can't believe Caleb Downs is opting out. That's still.
Oh man, that was my scoop.
That was your scoop. I was like, wow, Brent's
when you say
glue.
When you say you didn't hear that, then I was like, uh-oh, did I fall for the old okey doke?
Yeah, the one letter is just off. Like you have Adam Schister, and you're like, oh, it's Adam Schefter, damn it. Okay, outright winner. You got the Bills are 8.5-1. Broncos are 9.5-1.
Really?
Packers 8-1. Rams are a little less than 4-1, like plus 390. Yeah. New England's 9.5-1. Eagles are 10-1. Seahawks are plus 650, so they're 13-2. So those right now are the two. Yeah.
Well, the Niners
are 22-1.
Come on. That's good value.
It's great value. It's great value. I'm trying to see. So yeah, you got Steelers are in the playoffs right now. They're 70-1.
Come on. That's pretty good value.
That's pretty good value. Chargers 30-1. There's monster odds for teams that are going to be in the Jacksonville's 19-1.
Man.
Texans 13-1. So yeah, the best ones, the ones that are under 10-1 are the Bills, the Broncos, the Packers. Philadelphia is 10-1. The Rams, New England, Seattle. And Seattle and the Rams, as we thought, are the two biggest favorites.
Interesting.
Yeah. Not surprising though. I think we think those are the two.
Yeah.
Those are the two best teams. And look, it may change for Seattle if the Niners can jump ahead of them. I mean, Seattle, hell, they may get like a 7 seed and have to face the 2 seed. So I don't know. Again, I think the Rams are really good. Would I take them at 4-1? Hell no. I don't think they're that good. Nope. I think they're good, but there's no one. I wouldn't take anyone. I mean, maybe Denver's New England at 9-1 rarely, if ever, have I seen a number 1 seed get a 9-1, something like that. But I don't know that I'd feel all that good about having even if one of them gets home field, I still don't know. I don't know what the quarterback's going to do in big time playoff games. I trust the coach and I trust both defenses without a doubt. And Drake May, I think, is better than Nix. Drake May is going to be one of the top quarterbacks in the game, I think. But the coaches aren't out there on the field playing. So I think maybe one more year of experience in the playoffs, but that's why it's going to be wild.
It's going to be wild,
right? If I'm in the AFC, I'm like, let's just get in. I mean, whatever seed we get, we're going to have a decent shot at this. So anyway, what do you got going on this week? Anything fun?
Let's see. Yes. You're actually going to join me this week.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking like kind of fun around the ranch or something. But yes, I am
Yeah.
going to join you as Brent gets inducted into the
Yeah.
49ers Hall of
So I'm
Fame.
coming out for some Niner stuff. It's going to be awesome.
Long overdue, my friend.
Oh,
Congratulations.
thank you. It'll be great to see you.
That'll be great.
My
Look, I'm just going to try to stay out of the way. There's going to be so many guys, teammates, former teammates, and all that kind of stuff. We get to see each other once a week, but I'm just going to stay out of the way. Do I got to wear a suit? Can I wear like a suit and shorts? How's that work? I don't know what the dress code is.
I think it is actually a dressier affair. From what
Yeah,
I
I
hear.
got one suit.
There you go. That's good.
Yeah. And it's a black suit because I'm like, look, weddings, funerals, and like whatever occasions. If it's
Yeah.
festive, I'm just gonna have to go black suit. Like I'll just have to. It's just. I felt like that would cover everything.
It does.
I could have gone dark blue. That might have covered everything too. But yeah, I got one suit. One suit. Tie, probably not. I don't care Hall of Fame or not. I'm probably not going tie.
Okay.
but dress shoes, suit, collared shirt, lightly starched. We'll be good to go.
Perfect. I can hardly wait.
Is Steve Young going to comb his hair?
Great with a pork chop.
With a pork chop. We haven't heard that one 1,000 times before. That's awesome, though. It's going to be so much fun for you, all your teammates and everything. I mean, that's super cool. Congratulations. That is.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. It'll be great to see
awesome.
A bunch of old buddies.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it and getting to see you. I mean, I get to see you all the time, but actually in person, it's probably been a while. I mean, I wonder if the last time we've actually seen each other was at that golf tournament.
It was at that
we
golf
did
tournament, probably.
at Half Moon Bay, and that's probably 10 years ago. It's like Steve. It's pretty long.
Wow.
Like Steve. I see Steve like this, and I talk to him once a week when I was doing the show, but I haven't seen Steve. I mean, I saw him earlier this year. I did the show at his house, but other than that, I haven't seen him in forever. It's just funny the way. Now, this is the best part about technology: getting to see people and talk to people.
I agree.
Like, FaceTime your mom. Yeah, it is super cool. But other than that, I don't get to see everybody, so it'll be fun. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Thank you for including me. I appreciate it.
Oh, I'm excited. I hope Lori is excited.
Lori's super excited.
Oh, yeah.
No, she is. She's excited. She thinks it's really, really cool. And like she's happy for you through me because she knows we're good friends. So she's cool. She's happy. So no, she's looking forward to it. I know my
family. They'll be excited to see you.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I'm absolutely looking forward. So like if I'd have known, if I could have planned better, I would have tried to get you a mini moo somehow. But Hall of Fame mini moo would have been incredible. You wouldn't have been pumped. Dana would have been pumped. Dana would have been like, totally "Oh, this is amazing! Yeah. What a great Hall of Fame gift!
What a great idea!"
Oh my God! So yeah, I will see you Saturday, right?
You will.
I will see you Saturday. Safe travels to you, and look forward to seeing the fam and everybody. So safe travels, and I'll look forward to it and enjoy everything. It should be a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, it'll be a blast. It'll be great to see you, Tommy.
Yeah, great to see you too, Brent. Have a good one.
All right, brother. We'll see you.
All right, Brent. Take it easy, man. So good. Oh my God. I totally forgot about that. I wasn't even asking him like about that. But yes, he's going into the Hall of Fame Saturday, the Niners Hall of Fame. What is up with this thing? It's all askew. Can I get this thing? It's a little chilly out here, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. Usually I don't have a sweatshirt on, but I got sweatshirt, sweat shorts. Of course I have sweat shorts. Yeah. So, yeah, at least I have one suit. I have one suit, and that's just what it is. Whatever the occasion, a black suit better do me. And maybe I could go to tie. It's pretty embarrassing, though. I'm 60 years old. I don't really know how to tie a tie. I tried the YouTube video one time. Didn't work great. I wanted to get one of those like big knots, like the double Windsor. Thought that looked pretty impressive, but I don't think. Yeah. I mean, it can't be that hard. I don't know. Maybe I think I have ties laying around. I have some Grateful Dead ties, but I don't know if I have them like where they should be. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. All right. We got any questions? Oh, you want to let's get to the Warriors. Let's get to that motherfucker, Pat Spencer. I mean, this is something I did not have, right? I did not have in my season preview of the Warriors or my 20 game review of the Warriors. I did not have Pat Spencer calling himself a motherfucker. I am that motherfucker. Like, what? What? And then waving goodbye to Cleveland fans. Like, easy, Pat. But I loved it. It was like, so, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, Pat Spencer's out here. Like 3 games ago, I don't even know if he played. Maybe he played like 4 minutes. Maybe he didn't play. I don't know. I have to go look at the game log. I know he's played recently and he's been playing really, really well. But Pat Spencer calling himself that motherfucker and then waving at Cleveland like a float queen, like a wee. But that was something. That was something. So I don't know where it goes. I don't know how much time he's going to get when I think he's going to be part of the rotation for now. Although we do know Steve definitely Steve's rotation fluctuates. I'm sure you guys know this by now. There's probably about 5 or 6 guys, maybe 7 that are like in it. And then there's like floaties, like you're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. Kevon Looney was one of those. Moody's been one of those. Kuminga is in the ebb or flow, whatever, one or the other, hustle or flow or ebb or flow or hustle or ebb. I'm not sure, but he's not. He's like in the bad part right now, not in the good part. So he didn't play at all last game, and I would imagine that's going to be Kuminga's role for now. He'll get another shot at it. You just got to stay ready. And I know there's a lot of you that are like, well, he shouldn't have to stay ready. He should be in the rotation. He should be. Stop. I'm not doing this. I know there are people who are like, you should ask. Why come you didn't ask Steve about Jonathan Kuminga? Because I'm not going to do that every time. Just not. I refuse. It's not my job. Journalists want to do that. They want to ask him about Kuminga every time because people are. I get it. People are interested in it. I'm not. I'm not. I'm done. Like I'll talk about him like I talk about any other player, but I'm not going to get into an autopsy of Jonathan Kuminga every time he plays well or doesn't play well. Whatever. I'd rather talk about Pat Spencer doing his thing. Keith Santos getting a little bit more run. Like those were 2 nice wins. Like, could they continue on that path? No. I mean, ultimately you got to have some talent, but it's coming back Friday night. Butler hopefully will be good. He was good last game. So body responds well. He's good. Draymond should be good. Hopefully Steph. I think they said Steph's going to play on Friday. So what does this mean? They're back. Spencer's playing. Santos is playing. Melton's playing. What does this mean for Pajemski? What does it mean for Moody? What is it? Spencer. I mean, I think Spencer is your backup point guard now. And maybe he fits with Butler. Maybe. But I think he deserves to play. And I think he deserves the backup point guard minutes. But other than that, who your wing's going to be? You know, Melton's going to play. Steve loves Melton. And I like Melton a lot too. I'm a big fan of Melton. He's just a pro. He understands the game. He gets to the paint. He can shoot. He can defend. He's a 2-way player. Like I like him. So what does that mean for Moody? What does it mean for Pajemski? I don't know. Maybe some nights you get 20, some nights you get 8 minutes. Maybe sometimes you get a little bit more, sometimes a little less. I don't know. It'll fluctuate. It'll work itself out one way or the other. So, yeah, but Pat Spencer, crazy. And then I did appreciate this. I did appreciate LeBron in Toronto. First game in like, I can't even tell you how many. Was it like 1,200 games? We scored 10 points or more. Like 15 years or something stupid like that. I mean, it's absurd. Like that he had that streak where he scored a minimum of 10 points. And he scored 8 in Toronto. Instead of trying to score at the end of the game, he passed to Hachimura 3-point bucket winner, 123, 120. Like that's LeBron in a nutshell. LeBron's a passer first guy in a nutshell. Like he's a make the right play guy in a nutshell. Does he always do it? No, but more often than not, he tries to. He got killed early in his career for that. Take the shot. You're the guy. Take the shot. That's just not who he is. It's just he's if the guy's open, pass it to him. That's really who he is. That's kind of what he's been about his whole career. So I thought it was fitting that in a game where he had the ball in his hands, and if he wanted to try to get 10 points and get the game winner, he could have. Had the ball middle, boom, left corner, fired it over to Hachimura, and he buried the 3, and that was the right play. And that's kind of who LeBron is. The guy that tries to make the right play. A superstar that tries to make the right play. Like he's not Kobe. He's not Michael in that regard. He's not the guy that says, give me the ball, get out of the way. A bad shot for me is probably better than a good shot for you. No. If you're open and I'll get it to you. That's the right play. Then he tries to make the right play. And so, anywho, all right, we're going to come back. I think Wednesday is Mike Breen. We're talking some NBA hoops with Mike Breen. Get his thoughts on where the Knicks are and where the NBA is right now. And if we got any comments too, by the way, if you want to throw some comments up there before we get on out of here. Man, how much longer am I going to be able to pull this outdoors? Like, it's chilly. I'm chilly, man. Wings, Butler, Moody, Santos. Yeah, look, Butler plays 4 sometimes too, for what it's worth. I'm not sure if the numbers matter much anymore, but yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess Pods is a wing. You know, is a 2, kind of a 2-1. But yeah, I still think Kuminga, will be in there somewhere. Like he's not sitting until the trade deadline. Unless they just go on to never lose again. But he'll get a shot again. And just like Kuminga's weird because he was actually pretty good. No, I don't have slippers on. I have shoes on. Like I said, it's chilly out here, man. Either I'm gonna have to maybe put some sweats on or think about going indoors. But this is supposed to be like, it's not that cold. It really isn't. It's not like it's, what is it? 60, 57? That's a little chilly. Hey, if you tie your tie holding part of it in your mouth, that's fine by me. At least you're doing it. Like, I don't even do it. I don't even try to do it. I had my dad do it, and now I have my son do it. It's just, I mean, it really is dereliction of duty. Like, you're a guy. You should be able to. You should be able to tie a tie, and just hasn't. No, I know I could, but I just don't. Like I can't tell you how many times I've worn a tie in my life. It has to be less than 10, I would think. Any reason not to wear a tie? That's good by me. That's good by me. So anyway. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, Larry is actually coming on, Larry Kruger, We're gonna do a dual stream, his feed, my feed. But yeah, you're asking about the enjoy the game, enjoy the sound more. I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to bring up Jeff Kent. But yeah, I forget exactly what Larry was bitching about. And Jeff Kent had enough. And he got the sound. He goes, enjoy the game more, enjoy the game. You guys are always remember that's when he goes, you guys are out here in the Bay Area, how expensive it is. You guys are crazy how much you pay for. It's like Jeff went on a tirade. It was hilarious too, because that's so Jeff. Okay, December 17th we'll do the dual stream. What day is December 17th? I guess that's a Monday. Next Monday. No, that's next Wednesday. So yeah, you people in the Bay Area, pay all that money for that. Yeah, Jeff, we had some incredible Jeff Kent sound back in the day. Incredible Jeff Kent sound. We'll try to get Jeff on. I had Jeff on for 2 years, the Jeff Kent show. But I'm happy for him. I thought he absolutely deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. Absolutely deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. Most home runs ever by a second baseman. I think it was most RBIs ever by a second baseman. The graphic said highest OPS by a second baseman. And I always thought his defense was fine. I mean, not great range, but hung in there, could really turn a double play. Just a tough SOB. Just a tough dude, right? I don't even know if he loved baseball in terms of like being a fan. I asked him one time, what do you think about some players? He goes, I don't watch games. I play them, go home, do other stuff, but I'm not sure like how big a fan he is. Like I doubt Jeff's sitting around watching MLB Tonight. So, but dude is a baller, absolute baller. And it was him. God, who was it? Him, JT, Barry, Aurelia. I think Bill Miller was on a couple of those teams. Like that, those were some good teams. And then him and Bonds back to back. Like Giants haven't had anything close to that since. I can't remember the last time. Hopefully, with this new now that they have Devers, hopefully they're going to have a middle of the order that's like a really good middle of the order. But that was like a dynamic middle of the order. You know, Jeff Kent wins the MVP. Barry Bonds was better, but he won the MVP for everything he did. So, yeah, it was pretty good. The wash. He still held on to that. They're washing the truck. He fell off his truck while washing, not the motorcycle, but washing his truck. And I tried over and over and over to get him to admit it. He never did. Even after he retired, he never did. You think the statute of limitations is over by now? Like they're not going to take money away from your contract. But so he gets in. I was kind of hoping Mattingly would get in just because he is so dominant for a shorter period of time. Like he may have been the best player in baseball. He was awesome, but back issues. Longevity really crushed him. And then Barry and Clemens didn't get in. And I don't really have a strong feeling one way or the other. I guess my feelings are they should be in because Bud Selig is in. It's a crime that Bud Selig got in, and other players of the steroid era didn't get in. He presided over the steroid era, and it's a joke to me that Bud Selig said, "I don't know what was going on. I have no idea what was going on." Like impossible. Like, I'm not going to sit here and call him a liar, but that's a lie. I mean, there's no way you couldn't know what was going on. So the fact that he's in and he presided over the steroid era, let him in. But hey, this is an era committee. Like these are players, executives, like and they said no. So this isn't the writers. It was like, what is it? Like, I think it's like players, executives, and then a couple writers. But so look, they're saying no too. I don't know what to tell you. And I guess you needed 5 votes. I don't know how the whole thing goes, but now he's got to wait till I thought I read 2031, something like that. And so I don't know. Look, it sucks for them because they were Hall of Famers before they allegedly started using. But you take, and that's the risk. Are there steroid users in the Hall of Fame? Of course there are. Of course there are. Should they let everyone in of that era? I don't know. I hate the argument it's a museum. Yeah, I mean, it's a museum, but it's a museum for the best players ever. You got to have some standards. If it's just a regular museum, then say, hey, this is a baseball museum from 1900 to 19 or 2025. Just a museum. We're just going to put cool stuff in there. Things we find cool. Cool players, cool plays, guys we really liked, guys that had, I mean, amazing moments, all that stuff. Let's put them in. Guy was great with charity work. Let's put him in. He was good too. And so I've never liked that argument that it's a museum, so put him in. Like, well, yeah, but it's a museum that supposedly stands for something, excellence. And the cheating component that has to be included on some level. You can't just say do what you want, cheat, and you're good. In my estimation, you can't. But it gets really, 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 really kind of, murky because, yes, guys that have taken RN, I'm sure personality has a lot to do with it. You treat the media well, you got a better chance of getting in. You don't treat the media well, you got a worse chance of getting in. All that garbage. Like, I'll never forget how good Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds are. I'll also never forget that they were probably better than they should have been at an advanced stage because of, allegedly, do we still have to say that anymore? Steroid use. I mean, they were great when they were younger. Bonds was incredible with the Pirates and early in his Giants career. Roger Clemens was incredible with the Red Sox, one of the best pitchers in the game. And then they just went to superhuman levels, but I'm kind of like whatever at this point. I just don't have any strong feelings. But for those that say, hey, you shouldn't be in because you cheated, my one response is always Bud Selig's in. Bud Selig's in. He presided over the steroid era. If Bud Selig's in, then whether you took steroids or not, put him in. There's also still part of me that says, well, yeah, you cheated. Not only did you cheat, other people decided they wanted to cheat because other people were cheating. Like, I got to stay in the league. I got to feed my family. I'm going to take it too. Or you look at all the money everybody's making. Hey, let's take this. We can make a whole bunch of money. It's just a mess. So anyway, all right. But I'm glad Jeff Kent got in. I thought he deserved to get in. And congratulations and good for him. It's just kind of ironic, and I'm sure Jeff is smiling somewhere.
You know
that
because I got about $60 million playing baseball, and I want this freaking $1 million in this game. And it's not even $1 million; it's $600,000 by the time Obama takes it. I'm a Game 7 World Series loser. You know, I played in the biggest games in the world and the worst games in the world, but this just sucks.
That's Jeff right there. That's Jeff. That's so Jeff Kent. I was gonna say, you don't think Jeff Kent's enjoying the fact that he made the Hall of Fame before Barry Bonds? I guarantee you he is. He can say what he wants. I remember one interview we did with Jeff Kent. Barry hit his 600 home run or 661. I forget what it was. I don't know if it was the one to pass Willie Mays, Godfather, or it was just 600 or whatever. And Jeff was on deck, and we asked him, like, what was it like? You know, historic moment. You're on deck. You get to see the whole thing. They're bringing out the family or whatever, and it's like 9-minute wait or whatever. And Jeff in pure Jeff Camp fashion said, "Oh God, could they take longer? I was just happy when it was over. They have fireworks and let's go. Let's get the game going." It's like that's so Jeff. It's so Jeff to say that. So I'm sure he's like, beat you to it, pal. All right. Last comment, if we want. If not, we'll get out of here. Because Lou's like, excuse me. Oh man, you gotta be super hungry. We made you wait till like almost 3:00. I'm killing you, huh? Oh, Ogden just said we're gonna have Millman at Friday at 11, so we'll do a little gambling with Chad. I like Chad. Chad's a good friend. So I mean Brian Sabin at some point. Talk a little about Bonds, a little about Jeff Kent. And so everybody have a great day. Enjoy the should be a good football game tonight. Eagles and the Chargers. So Warriors get a few days off. I think their next game might be Friday against Minnesota. And so we'll talk Wednesday. Mike Breen on Wednesday and some other goodies for you. Chad Millman on Friday. Dennis on Friday. So everybody have a great day. Yes, Lou, we are ready. It is time to eat. Say goodbye to the people. Goodbye to the people. See ya.
And remember this, Tommy T. Cash and tickets is what it's all about.